Hey guys, welcome to week 6 of virtual learning. This week in Art Excellence, we are going to work with the theme of what can you do with a cardboard box? So whether it's a shoebox or maybe a package that came in the mail, a big brown cardboard box, this week I'm going to do 2 lessons on what you can do with a cardboard box. So the first lesson that I'm going to teach you is how to create this sort of building block sculptural abstract art form. Now, all of these pieces were cut out of a part of a cardboard box. So I cut the box up into big rectangles like this, and then what I did was I cut them into triangles. Now, as you can see, my sculpture is made of a bunch of triangles together. I decided to paint mine, but you could also use maybe markers or just crayons if you wanted to color it in a different way. So essentially what you do is you cut the box into a bunch of triangles. Now the most important part of this, aside from the color and the shape and how you put it together, is that when you piece them together, they need a slit that's been cut into that triangle. So like about maybe this big, not all the way to the side, but maybe just this much. So in each of my triangles, I'm going to cut a little slit about that big. After my triangles have their slits, then I can take them and use those slits in order to create sort of like a building block sculptural piece. So this is an example of one without color. I really like using crayons or paint or maybe even markers because it makes it really vibrant and interesting to look at from multiple angles. So this is a super easy way to create a sculptural form, and it's almost like if you used Magna-Tiles in my class or any of the building block materials, it works essentially just like that. So this one is the biggest piece that I made. You can also create these if you wanted a different shape. You could also cut circles out of cardboard, but just make sure that you cut a slit in it. You could use squares, or you could use rectangles, or you could use a mixture of all these shapes and create an abstract art form that has different shapes built into it. That would also be really cool. So I hope you guys, at some point throughout quarantine, have a box laying around, and this is a really awesome 3-dimensional sculptural project you can make with it. Thanks, guys.